everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacinta and I'm a Pilates instructor from Melbourne, Australia. Today I've got for you a nice deep stretch which will be about 15 minutes long, depending on how relaxed I feel in those poses. So we'll just need your mat for this one yourselves, put on some comfortable clothes and get ready to really sink deep into your muscles. Alrighty, let's start here by moving into a 4-point kneel. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hip line. From there, we'll extend out through your right leg. And we'll take your right arm up towards the ceiling here, twisting your upper body, looking up to the sky. And then on your exhale, soften the elbow and wrap that hand through and underneath. Use the back hand here to push the floor away. So I'm creating a bit of resistance here to unwind the upper back. And again, inhale, reaching that arm up, allowing for you to pivot that rib cage up as you look at that hand. And exhale, taking it through, back of the hand to the floor, create that resistance. So push the floor away a little. So just keep moving in and out of this stretch here. As you come through underneath, you can sink the hips back a little bit as well. You'll find a nice inner thigh stretch here, just a gentle one. Let's take 2 more here. Good, last one. Every time you breathe out through pursed lips here, allowing for your tummy to draw down and getting those muscles connected here nicely. So really sink into it. Beautiful. Coming back, we sit down onto the glutes here now. Just that right leg stays extended. And then we'll sweep those hands towards the foot here. So wherever you can reach, finding a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So hips are squaring off, facing that leg. Then from there, making it a bit dynamic, we'll take that left arm towards the floor, lifting the hips up, sweeping that right arm up like a rainbow, and you'll feel that beautiful deep stretch through that right side of your hip. Take the arm back down and find that first hamstring stretch. Good, and again, just moving at your own pace, pausing in any particular poses that feel like you need it the most. And seeing if you can sink a little further into that hamstring stretch, maybe pushing those hips and arching that back a little more. Make this one your last one here. Good job. Melting back down. From here, we'll just make our way into a quad stretch. So using this bent knee, you're just going to tuck it underneath your left hip here now. Right leg stays extended. Then we'll just move on to those elbows if you can, if you've got that range available to you. Now, whilst you're here, you're trying to push this left hip up towards the ceiling here and that knee down towards the floor, but long. So reach it to the end of your mat here. What you'll find is this beautiful, long, deep stretch through that quad here. When I say beautiful, it is quite uncomfortable sometimes. Well, for me particularly, that quad is very tight. So just ease into it on those elbows. If you're still here and you feel it, by all means, stay here and stretch. The aim is we're going to melt into it. So be here for a few breaths. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through pursed lips. See if you can melt down a little more. And if you've got that range available to you, seeing if you can melt down onto your back here. Continue to tuck that tailbone slightly under, reach it long towards your feet, or your knee, sorry, and reaching that left hip up. Good, stay here for another 10 seconds. Beautiful. Slowly make your way up onto those elbows to get out of this stretch. And we're going to take it into a glute stretch. So keep this left leg folded. Now bend at that right knee, slide the heel in towards your bottom. And you can stand up or rest up onto your hands here. And what you'll find is a stretch through that left glute. And we're just going to stay here, breathe into it. So that outer hip area here is going to stretch. Good. Now, if you can, coming back down into that lying position, resting down, we'll interlace those hands through and grab onto that right shin, drawing that right knee in towards your chest. You can close down your eyes if that feels good. Having a little rock from side to side also feels very welcome. Then take your grip behind the back of that right hamstring here. Just going to add a little bit of a stretch down that left leg. So reaching the foot up towards the sky, flex the toes back towards you, and then point the toes, bend the knee. So pointing the toes up towards the sky, drawing those toes back towards you, finding that increased stretch down the entire back of your leg. And whilst we do this, continue to push that left knee away from you to feel that glute stretching here as well. So a bit of a neural stretch combo with your glute stretch. We're here for about 20 more seconds. Make this one your last one. And fold that knee, fold that heel down towards the knee. Keep that leg crossed over. Take your arms out to a slight T here. Then gently twist your knees over towards the right side, down towards the floor, wherever you can reach it. You're going to look away from those feet or those knees as well. So spiraling out through the upper body, getting a back stretch. If those legs can come all the way to the floor, they're going to rest there. If not, that's okay. You can keep those shoulders nice and level on the floor here as well. We'll move in and out of this one a couple of times. So use your exhale to gently pull those knees back to center, reset. And again, let them fall off to the side at the same time, looking away from those legs. Keeping the shoulders down as well. Really anchors the upper body so we can really wring out that lower spine here. Good, breathe into it. We'll take one more. So exhale, pull those knees up to the midline and let them fold over one last time. If your knees are getting further towards the floor, take note. It's all helping. So breathe in to create that space. Exhale, pull those knees back into center. Both feet are flat. Glue those knees together. This time we're taking both knees over towards the left side here. And we're going to move into a little stretch. So keep those arms out nice and wide. Extend the right leg long along the floor and try and reach for the foot here if you can. So lengthening that right leg out. Again, both shoulders are anchored down on the floor. And if this is too intense, just keep those legs where they were in a bent position. Otherwise, enjoying a more intense stretch. We'll get right deep into that leg. And you can look away from that straight leg as well. So even more tension down that spine into that hamstring stretch. Slowly fold at that right knee and bring those legs back in. We're going to roll onto your side here, coming into a 4-point kneel, finding a cat-cow. So let's round through the spine, push the chest up to the sky here. Inhale, lower the chest, eye gaze looking forward. Good, drawing the belly button to your spine, pushing the floor away through those hands, just trying to create as much length through your spine. Even when we're arching, think about lifting up out of the crown of the head and lengthening out through your tailbone. Just taking it into a gentle rock. Awesome job. Let's complete this one on the other side now. So we're back into your 4-point knee. I'll just face you. We'll extend the left leg this time. And we take the left arm, sweep it up to the sky here. Big inhale and exhale, wrapping it through and under. Feeling maybe that stretch down that inner thigh. Good, pushing through that right hand, breathing into those ribs on the sides. And drawing that navel in as you exhale all of that breath out to allow for a bit more twist. Remember, we're pushing that hand through the floor here as well. So just to get it a little bit more of an opposition resistance stretch kind of thing going on. And we've got 2 more. Last one here. Really wringing out that spine one last little bit. And we sit down onto those hips here, facing this left leg for our little hamstring dynamic swing. I'll show you. We're going to come back down. I don't have an official name for that one yet. Maybe leave it in the comments below if you can think of a good name for this little exercise, for this stretch. So right hand to the floor, lifting the hips, press them forward, and sweeping it down. So again, you can move in and out of this one as quickly as you like to make it even more dynamic. Or if you're feeling like you're loving it up here and you're finding that deep stretch and you want to stay into it, stay for a breath. Good, we've got 2 more. Last one. Folding forward. Can we get a little deeper? Beautiful. All right, quad stretch time. Definitely my least favorite. We're going to come down onto that right ankle and drop down onto your elbows. All right, again, we're going to press this right hip up towards the ceiling here, lengthening that knee away from you. Try and relax everything. I know it might hurt, but you're going to try and relax the neck, the chest, and dropping down into that laying position as gracefully as you can. Whew. Feeling tight on this one. Good, guys, you've got 20 seconds here. Keep it as active as you can, meaning I'm trying to push my knee down towards the floor and away from me. Trying to lengthen the thigh bone by reaching this right hip up and towards me. Last 10 seconds. Good. Slowly come all the way back up to find your glute stretch. So we're going to fold that right knee in on top of your left knee. So we're going to begin sitting up here. So spine is straight, sitting tall, trying to push that right knee away from you. Inhale, grow a little taller. Exhale, pushing that knee a little further away. Feeling it right into that deep right hip area. So guys, let's take it down. Coming down, interlacing those hands through towards your left shin. And here we're just trying to push away the right knee, bringing the left knee a little closer. Good. From here, interlacing those hands through to your left hamstring. And let's point those toes up towards the ceiling. Toes pull back towards you. Point and fold at that knee. Inhale, lengthen and reach. Exhale, pull the toe back up. Inhale, point. Exhale, fold. Remember, at the same time as this little neural stretch, we're getting that right glute stretching as well. So continue to push the knee away. You want to continue to feel that stretch. Good, you've got 2 more. Good. Unfolding. Sorry, we're going to keep the legs crossed. My bad. We're going to take the arms out into that T and let your knees fall over to the left side. Trying to keep both shoulders anchored down onto the floor. Arms are just spread wide and look away from those hands. Breathing into the side rib cage. And exhaling, seeing if you can pull those knees a little more. If you're already there, great, stay there. Lengthen the spine, close down those eyes. Exhale, knees up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Drive them away from you, let them fall down. And again, last one. Reset. And spiraling out the lower back one last time. Carefully bring those legs back up. Both feet are flat and squeeze the knees together. Then we drift the knees off to the opposite side, which will be the right side. Taking your eye gaze away from those knees. And again, you can stay here or increase that stretch. Flex the toes back towards you, lengthening that top left leg. Good, those shoulder blades still nice and flat onto your back. And just letting go of any worries, any thoughts that are coming into your head here now. Just focusing on you. This is your time to unwind. It's your last few minutes of your class. Stay for one more deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Carefully bend at that knee here. Roll onto your side, coming all the way back up. Let's cross those legs over and just sitting comfortably. Maybe you're on a cushion to make it a bit more comfier if you need it. Otherwise, I'm going to bring those hands, wrap them to the side, waist here around those ribs. Close down those eyes, breathing in. Exhale, breathe it out. Let your chin just be heavy. Maybe it's nodding down towards your chest. Melting those shoulders down each time you exhale. Inhale, taking that breath, pressing into the sides of your hands. Last exhale, let everything go. Slowly open those eyes and come back. You are all done. Thank you so much for joining me with this nice deep stretch. I hope your body is feeling nice and well looked after. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to press the like button down the bottom. Also that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And share this with a friend or family member that might enjoy this stretch as well. Have a beautiful day, guys.